Well, there's a fine line between sometimes courting someone or like making an advance towards someone. What constitutes sexual harassment is where it's inappropriate or definitely not wanted by, I guess, one or more of those parties, and I guess when it really crosses the line, it can manifest itself in terms of verbal comments, behavioural, or even unfortunately the assault continuum as well. Yeah.
Behaviour that offends you. It's sexual behaviour that is unwelcomed, and it causes the person who it's being done to be offended and feel uncomfortable. Inappropriate touching, there's just somebody rushing up on you, just like coming up on you, and it just makes you feel uncomfortable, that kind of stuff, yeah.
Dudes tend to misunderstand what sexual harassment is, and so more often than not they don't realise that it is sexual harassment. That's not to excuse the behaviour, but it can be anything from inappropriate touching to sending pictures to someone that they didn't want to, constantly harassing someone about getting a date, or telling them things that make them very uncomfortable.
So that could be snide remarks made about someone with a bit of a sexual innuendo, and depending on the relationship that might be deemed appropriate, or if there isn't that relationship, inappropriate and harassment.
Just the way that you look at a person, staring at them, at their breasts, or staring at their butt, or even taking photos of people when you don't know that people are taking photos of you.
Yeah, a good example is catcalling. Men think that they're complimenting the woman, but by doing these things, when it's actually very degrading for the woman.
People openly discussing really sexual acts with me, or maybe even hinting that they would like to engage in sexual acts with me, it is just really inappropriate.
I think that there can still be a lot of insinuation and subtle words being used, and if the person has said that I'm not comfortable with how you're making me feel when you say that, and it continues, and the behaviour then still continues, because some people talk that way and don't think it's offensive, but if they're told that it is offensive and they still continue to do it, then that constitutes sexual harassment.
Working together, we can create an inclusive university community for everyone. For more information, visit usc.edu.au/student expectations.